year it's going to be more of the same. Maybe we'll see a recovery. I don't know. All I can tell you is, no matter what, I'm going to be here covering the games, having fun, having good times. Because that's the thing about the best playthroughs of 2024. It's not the best games. It's the best times we had together this year. And I would argue that these times were the best times overall, that we hung out, had a great time with games on stream. So if you didn't see some of these playthroughs, I urge you to give them a look. It's going to be a great time. You're going to enjoy that gameplay. You're going to enjoy the interaction I had with the audience, no matter what the game was. They were all great experiences. So thank you all. 2024 was an amazing year for me and my content, a resurgence, positivity, great stuff. I mean, take a look at me now versus the beginning of 2024. So the sky's the limit at this point. Let's hope for the best in 2025. I look forward to hanging out with all of you to enjoy playthroughs, games, culture, and the like. I'm along for the ride with all of you. I hope that you'll come by on DSP Gaming and now, of course, on DSP Gaming Reel on Kick for my co-streams. Great stuff to come in the future, my friends, and I hope that you'll be along here with me. But for 2024, it's time to stick a fork in it. It was a year, that's for sure. It's time to move past it and to see if we got better stuff coming in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, for the top playthroughs, the best playthroughs of 2024, I'm DSP. I thank you for watching. I'll see you soon for something new. Have a good night. Peace out. Oh. Okay. I'm relieved I got through it, guys. I'm not even lying. I'm sore. I'm sore from doing this because 2 nights in a row, like over 4 hours of just sitting here talking about these games is very exhausting. Like, I like having a conversation with you guys, not just blabbing, you know? We should raid KinoCasino tonight. I totally forgot to do it last night, and that's on me. They haven't been on in a while. So because they hadn't been streaming in a while, I totally forgot, and I could have rated them last night, and I didn't. So we'll do that. Remind me here in a few minutes to do that, okay? Whew. They've been felting Trudeau for 2 straight hours. Oh, man. Very nice. All right. So, guys, does anyone have anything last minute they'd like to talk about? Any last minute conversations? Any topics to bring up? Any last minute contributions that maybe someone would like to add to the end of the stream since we didn't hit our goal? Maybe some last minute, you know, tithings for the king's taxes, perhaps, to end the stream. I'm just saying, you know, something for the end would be very nice, you know. Retro Danny says it was very fun. He was happy Silent Hill 2 won Game of the Year. Well, it didn't win Game of the Year. It won Best Playthrough of the Year. But I understand what you're saying. Not a rabbit. I have no initial thoughts about Raw. I'm going to watch it tonight. I don't know what happened on it. I'm going to find out, and I haven't spoiled. Am I planning on covering the new Borderlands? You know, I don't know, Game Boy. It doesn't look very good to me. First of all, I didn't like Borderlands 3. I thought it was quite repetitive and boring, and Borderlands 4 doesn't look any better, so I don't know. Can we get a super sticker count? We do. Super sticker is included in super chat. Where you see it says top SC, I include super stickers and super chats in the same thing. Yeah, we need to start planning on a new DSP tries it because today we hit the goal to do the marathon. So now every support goal that we hit will go towards 60. When we hit 60, there's another DSP tries it reward, and we have to figure out what it is. Earlier today, Iron Man the Power said that there's going to be new items at Taco Bell, but not till the 16th. That there's like a new burrito and a new version of the Baja Blast and something else too. And that would be interesting to try, but that's not till the 16th, and we're probably going to hit the goal before the 16th. So we have to figure out one other DSP tries it in between. I'm not sure what. I'm open to suggestions. It a lot of the playthroughs I didn't see that were going to make your lists, and that was entertaining. You know, this was a weird year. Like, who could have predicted what this year was going to be? Honestly, it was such a weird year. I don't think that I knew until I started looking at all my playlists of all the games I played this year. I didn't know what was going to be in those countdowns. I had to really refresh myself on all the games that I had played in order to even know what the hell was going on. Because it was such a weird year with underperforming games, underwhelming games, games that I loved, but then I couldn't play because people weren't showing up for them. It was just so weird. So yeah, I agree with you. That was a bizarre year for sure. Snoozy Susie has just gifted 5 memberships to the community. Congrats to everyone who just got one, and thank you, Snoozy Susie, for the support here. That will get us up to $88 to support tonight. We're now past the halfway point. Thank you so much, Snoozy Susie. Okay. Waiting on Dino Crisis? Yeah, don't worry. We're going to get to it. We're definitely doing Dino Crisis. I can't wait for it, actually. Have a good night, Vietnamese comrade. So Retro Danny has a haiku for tonight. He says, fireworks flying. Cheers for 2025. A new year coming. Thank you. Thank you, Danny. Remind you of a Garbage Pail Kids card? Yeah, that's true. The Garbage Pail Kids, remember them? Snoozy Susie, like Booger Bob, Snotty Steve, you know, Barty Fred, Fecal Phil. Oh! Is there a Sizzler in my area? No, the Sizzler here closed down. Why wasn't Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth on the list? 2 reasons. Number 1, it did not resonate with me like the first game, even though it had better gameplay elements with the 2 different locations. I felt like it wasn't as fun as the first game, and really the big letdown for me was the story. I thought that the whole second half of the story was not good, and the ending kind of sucked, honestly, and it made me feel like, man, it wasn't worth all the time investment I'd put into it. I think that the ending should have been dramatically better than it was, and because of that, I didn't really think about the game after I had beaten it. Like, literally, once I beat it, it was out of sight, out of mind, and I never thought about it yet again. Even reviewing the playthroughs, for best playthroughs of the year, I was like, it sucks. I really thought Like a Dragon 7 was much better. I hope that they do better with the next one, to be frank. Okay. Am I going to play the Yakuza Pirate game? I don't know. I'm on the fence. I really am. I'm on the fence. Like, I think I would enjoy playing it, but would people show up for it to hang out and support? Or is it going to be every time I play it, I have 150 viewers, half the viewers complain the game sucks, and no one supports it? Because if that's the case, then I can't play it. I've got to do stuff people want to see on my streams. So I don't know. Again, it's the case I want to play it. I don't know if people are going to care. The one I'm really concerned about is the Suikoden collection that's coming out in a month or 2. I love Suikoden 1 and 2. I want to experience those games with you guys. I haven't played them since the late 90s, but I love them, and I want to play them. The soundtracks are amazing. The gameplay is outstanding. The story is great. But if I play it, I don't know if people are going to show up, and that really upsets me. It really does, guys. You have to understand something. I'm actually very upset. I want to play RPGs, but they just aren't working, and I don't know what to do to fix that. I don't think I can fix it. I don't think it's me. I think people have a stigma against them. There's a stereotype against RPGs that, you absolutely cannot like these games because they're too long and they're not action-packed and there's not adrenaline pumping through your veins and you're not ripping your shirt off and you're not screaming in rage or in glorious victory because it's more slow-paced. People just don't like slow-paced games anymore. Can we admit it? People do not like slow-paced games anymore, at least in the mainstream. There are people who like them, but they don't come to my streams. So there's nothing I can do to make that viable outside of appealing to people to please show up if you like those games and support them. Cody Carl's at a $5 super chat. You ever miss the pre-recorded end of the year vids where you did voiceovers and funny editing? Yes, I do. Like now that I'm getting into DaVinci Resolve, I'm like, I got a craving for it. I got a bug for it. I'm like, dude, I want to make a video, but it's like, look at tonight, right? I just talked over the last 2 days for like 4 or 5 hours straight. I'm exhausted. Tonight, I've got to get a little bit of setup for tomorrow's wrestling commentary show. I don't have time to do any editing tonight. I don't. After I'm done with this stream, I have to upload. I have to set that up for tomorrow, and that's it. I'm done. Now I got to go watch Monday Night Raw and go to sleep. So I love it. Like I loved the editing that I did back in the day, but I just don't sadly have a lot of time to do it anymore because I'm a streamer now. You know, I changed who I was. I changed my content up. So now I just got to kind of live with that change. And, you know, that's what's allowed me to make a living. Even though I get that craving to edit, I don't really have time for it. Dark Maggie says, is there any way for you to have at least a couple of streams a month for you to play games you want to play? See, here's the thing. When I got this big surge of attention in August, September, and October, and all of a sudden all my views went up, and I started getting people coming by and supporting in droves for my content, right? The sky was the limit. I was like, hey, I could play a game, and if I don't like it, I can drop it, and I could buy any game on a whim, and I could do this and do that. And then what happened is, if you look at the last few months, I did what I needed to do with the extra money I made. I got a new washer and dryer. I got fans installed in my home. I cleaned my house out from top to bottom, so now I can actually do things with it that I want. I upgraded all of my setup head to toe, so now I'm future-proofed, right? I did all the necessary things I needed to do. I was smart. Instead of blowing the money on frivolous nonsense, like some people would have said, let's go on a vacation and go spend 10 grand. I didn't do that, right? Instead, I spent it on all the essentials that I needed right now. And now in a position that if I keep doing as well as I'm doing, then yes, perhaps it's not a big deal if a few streams a month, maybe 2-3 streams a month, I can just play whatever I want, okay? But now I'm in a position where it's like a New Year's hitting, right? And what I really should do if I'm smart is I should be playing stuff that will keep making me money so that I can start to save money, something that I haven't been able to do in many, many years. That way, if an emergency comes up, or, you know, I'm starting to put towards savings for a retirement, which I haven't done. I haven't been able to do that. You know, that's what I really should be doing instead of, oh, well, now that, you know, the immediate stuff has ended, just lean back and relax and play games that no one cares about. It should be the opposite. It should be, oh, I'm committing now, right? I'm committing now to doing things that are going to make money and bring people in to watch because I need to keep doing that so I can do what's best for my family. You know, that's the position I'm in right now, is that, let's take a look at the last few months, right? First, I had this burst. Now the burst is gone. The big burst in attention and support is pretty much gone. I'm back down to the same viewership that I had. You know why? Because I didn't ride the drama. I didn't want to be a drama YouTuber, and it was the only way that I could maintain would be to drama YouTuber, which I don't want to be. And you guys didn't want me to be. You guys outright told me, do not, absolutely, do not be a drama YouTuber. That's not who you are. That's not what we want from you. So I changed for the better. You know what I'm saying? I said, no, I'm not going to keep doing it. And so I stopped doing the drama, and all of that, all those people just stopped coming by. You know, that's naturally what was going to happen. At the very least, I did the right thing with the money I made, for sure. Right? I did the right things. Upgrading the setup and doing the necessities around the home is what I needed to do. But now it's like, now I'm in a tough position. Allow me to explain. So now it's a new year, and I'm kind of back to square one. The good news is I am getting more support. Like, I am literally getting more support now than I was before all this happened. But now it's like, well, I can't do everything at once. So do I save money? Do I take extra days off to spend with my wife and family? Do I play games that I know are not going to make any money when I play them? Or what combination of the three? Because I can't do all three. I can't have 4 streams a month where I make 0, also be able to take extra days off to spend with my wife, and also have money for savings. It's just not possible. So now it's like, what's the smart thing to do? I don't know. I really don't know. I wish I had all the answers. I don't have the answers in this case. Like, I'm in a situation where things are good. Like, it's good to have more and to have positivity. And now it's like, so what do I control? Do I control the amount of money I'm making to put it in savings? Do I control my fun levels on stream and play things I want to play, even though I know I'm not going to make anything on it? Or do I focus on spending time with my wife? I don't know what I do. I really don't know what I do. To be honest, this week I was going to have an extra day with my wife, and we talked about it, and she decided against it. She was like, nah, I don't feel like doing it this week. We actually have in a week or two, we have a week where we have a bunch of appointments that we have to have an extra day off. And I think that weird noise. I think that that's what we were leaning towards at this point is probably just sticking it out until then and working 6 days a week until then, and then that week having the extra day off. But yeah, being honest, I don't know what to do. Right now, I don't know what to do. It's a tough position. It's a good position because it's better than what I was in. I was in, have to work 6 days a week, bust my ass, and barely making it. Now I'm like, I'm in a good position. But now what do I do with what I've got? It's a tough question to answer. What's the balance? What do you do? Would I love to play the Suikoden collection when it comes out? Yes, but I doubt I'm going to make any money on those streams. So now what suffers because of that, right? Do I not get to have as much time off with my wife? Does that mean I can't save any money? Like, what do I do? I don't know. I don't know. Basically, completely different people in chats both said the same thing. Haseo and Jerk Marination both basically said, try alternating. Maybe take a month or two and do one of those things, and then take a month or two and do the next, and take a month or two and do the next. Could work. Could work. All right. Well, speaking of which, I really should get out of here because I got to do the daily wrap. I got to upload. I have to set the scenes for tomorrow's wrestling commentary show to be on my stream deck so that I can easily just jump to those scenes with the button. I also have to set up the pop-ups, the React pop-ups to work because they weren't working in OBS because, remember, I said they had screwed up. So I need to get those working. So I have just a few quick things to do before I sign off for the night. And because of that, I gotta get out of here so I can work on that stuff. Now, to remind everyone, tomorrow, there is no podcast tomorrow. Tomorrow is the premiere of my pro wrestling show, Smart Guys, The Revival. Myself and Ashton from KinoCasino will be doing co-op commentary on Monday Night Raw, which we're both going to watch tonight. And then we're going to hang out and talk about it tomorrow. It will not be broadcast on this channel on YouTube. It will be on the DSP Reacts channel, at DSP Reacts. So head over there and subscribe now so you can talk during the show. If you're here on Kick, you're in the right spot. The Kick channel is where I'll be broadcasting that. That's going to start roughly around 11:30 a.m. Pacific time and probably run 1 to 2 hours depending on how much we have to talk about, okay? Then, if there's extra time, which I think there will be, we're going to come back over here to DSP Gaming, and we're going to do some Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. And then the late stream tomorrow night is Call of Duty Black Ops 6, okay? I think. I'm pretty sure it's Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Double check that. I need to know for the daily wrap anyway. Yes, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on the late stream. So there you go. Now, you're wondering, when's the marathon that we just qualified for today? Wednesday. Wednesday will be a day-long gaming marathon. Now, will it be a Rageathon, or will it be Mega Man, or will it be a combination of those two? We'll figure out. Well, let's try to figure that out over the course of tomorrow. But there'll be a gaming marathon all day on Wednesday with food. I'm going to order some food for a episode of Feasting with the King and booze. I have that set of 99 fruits shots, 99 bananas and a whole bunch of other fruits that I'll take in over the course of the day when I get levels of support. So that's going to be a great marathon all day long Wednesday, and then we'll get back to regular gameplay on Thursday. Okay? Bloom Kid with a $5 super chat says, if you're going to commit to a long RPG playthrough, it should be a metaphor, not Suikoden. I don't think anyone would be interested in it. I don't think anyone would be interested in metaphor anymore either. It's too late. That's the problem with these games, Bloom Kit. You have to strike when the fire is hot. Either I play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or Metaphor or whatever when it's new, or I might as well not play it. I'm just being honest, okay? I don't think that I would bring in any attendance or interest in Metaphor if it didn't happen when it launched. There's no way it's going to happen now. At least with Suikoden, it'll be a new game. right? So at least there's a chance that maybe I would get some initial interest, being that it's a brand new collection coming out, that I would get people to come hang out with me and watch it. So there you go. Thank you for the super chat, Bloom Kit. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Everyone, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow for the wrestling show, Smart Guys, The Revival, and for gameplay here on DSP Gaming, all right? Everyone, peace out. Have a good night. I'll see you all. Oh, Gabriel the Blessed did a final $2 super chat to round us off at $100 of support tonight, which I really appreciate. Doing the 100 tonight is nice. Thank you for that. And everyone, please have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.